Attention car buyers. If a car salesman asks you certain questions and you answer them honestly, you're about to lose thousands of dollars without even realizing it. There are 5 specific questions that dealerships are trained to ask that sound innocent but are designed to manipulate you into paying far more than you should, and I'm going to reveal every single one today. According to the FTC's proposed CARS rule that was meant to take effect in 2024, dealers who play fair would benefit by no longer losing business to competitors using deception as a sales tactic, and the FTC estimates car buyers would save over $3.4 billion and 72 million hours per year in headaches if these deceptive practices were banned. I'm former car salesman turned consumer advocate Mike Thompson, and I spent 12 years inside dealerships learning every trick in the book, and today I'm going to expose exactly which questions you must never answer, why dealerships ask them even though they hurt consumers, the 5 red flags that signal you're dealing with a shady dealership, and most importantly, what to say instead that flips the power dynamic in your favor. So stay with me until the end because I'll also share the one phrase that makes salesmen panic and instantly drop the price by $2,000 or more. And if you're watching right now, please hit like so YouTube shows this to other car buyers who need protection, and comment below. Have you ever felt manipulated or pressured at a car dealership? Why wrong answers cost you thousands? If you answer these questions the way dealerships want you to, you'll walk out paying $3,000 to $5,000 more than you should have, and you'll be locked into loans and add-ons you never needed. According to consumer protection experts, it can be costly and almost impossible to prove a dealership scammed you after the fact, which means the best way to avoid the situation is to know how to recognize and avoid a scam before you become a victim. The stakes are real and they're expensive. Under the proposed CARS rule that courts blocked, paperwork is filled with random fees you never agreed to, things like $500 for nitrogen-filled tires or a useless warranty for services your vehicle will never need, and these buried junk fees can blow up the total cost by thousands. Dealers often hide fees or exclude important expenses from their initial pricing, and at the end of the deal, many shoppers realize the quoted costs and payments don't match the final numbers. What makes this particularly infuriating is that not all dealerships operate this way. Some car dealers are hardworking individuals just trying to make an honest living, but the problem is that you never know what kind of dealership you are dealing with when you walk into one. Then there are the not-so-nice dealers actively practicing the art of deception who will lie, cheat, and steal from customers, and some of these dealers and their staff will try and take you for every penny you have. Every day, dealers think of another new sale or new event to lure you into a dealership, and ultimately, you must ensure you don't become a victim of one of their scams. Your hard-earned money, your monthly budget, and your financial future depend on knowing which questions to refuse. Question number 1 you must never answer: what's your monthly payment budget? The first and most dangerous question a car salesman will ask is, what monthly payment are you looking for? Or how much do you want your monthly payment to be? This sounds like a helpful question, like the salesman is trying to find a car that fits your budget. But it's actually the most effective manipulation tactic in the entire car buying process. Here's why this question is a trap. When you give them a monthly payment number, say $400 per month, you've just given the dealership complete control over the negotiation. They're no longer focused on the actual price of the car. Instead, they manipulate 3 variables to hit your payment: the purchase price of the vehicle, the interest rate on your loan, and the length of the loan term. Let me show you how this works with real numbers. Say you tell them you can afford $400 per month. The salesman goes back to his manager and returns with good news. They can get you into that car for exactly $400 per month. You're thrilled because that's exactly what you asked for. But here's what they didn't tell you. They raised the price of the car by $2,000 above fair market value, gave you a 7.5% interest rate when you qualified for 5.5%, and stretched the loan from 60 months to 72 months. You're paying $400 per month like you wanted, but over the life of that loan, you'll pay $8,000 more than you should have. The correct response when asked about monthly payment is, I'm not discussing monthly payments until we agree on the out-the-door price of the vehicle. This forces the dealership to negotiate on price first, which is the only number that actually matters. Once you've locked in a fair price, then you can discuss financing terms. Consumer advocates consistently warn that focusing on monthly payment instead of total price is one of the fastest ways to overpay for a vehicle. Question number 2 you must never answer: do you have a trade-in? The second question to avoid answering too early is, do you have a trade-in? Or what are you driving now? Dealerships love trade-ins because it gives them another variable to manipulate during negotiations. Here's the scam. If you mention your trade-in before negotiating the price of the new car, the dealer will lowball your trade-in value and hide that lowball offer by inflating the discount on the new car. Let me give you a real example. Your trade-in is worth $12,000 on the private market. The new car you want has a fair price of $30,000. If you negotiate everything together, the dealer might offer you $9,000 for your trade-in, a $3,000 lowball, but they show you a discount of $5,000 off the new car, bringing it down to $25,000. On paper, you're getting $5,000 off, which sounds amazing. In reality, you're getting $2,000 off the new car and losing $3,000 on your trade-in. Your net position is actually $1,000 worse than if you'd negotiated properly. The automotive experts consistently warn that dealers use trade-ins to confuse the negotiation by bundling multiple transactions together so you can't track which number is actually fair. The correct approach is to negotiate the price of the new car first, completely separate from your trade-in. Once you've agreed on the out-the-door price in writing, then you can discuss your trade-in as a completely separate transaction. Even better, get independent appraisals from services like CarMax, Carvana, or local used car dealers before you even visit the dealership. If the dealer's trade-in offer is lower than what competitors offered, walk away or sell your car privately. Never let a dealer bundle your trade-in into the new car negotiation. Question number 3 you must never answer: are you paying cash or financing? Question number 3 that you should never answer is, are you paying cash or financing? This seems like basic information the dealer needs to know, but revealing this too early in the process gives them an unfair advantage. Here's what happens depending on your answer. If you say you're paying cash, many dealers will actually give you a worse deal. This sounds backwards, but dealerships make significant money from financing kickbacks. When they arrange your loan, the bank or finance company pays the dealer a commission. If you're paying cash, they lose that income stream, so they're less motivated to negotiate on price. Some dealers will even add a cash discount fee or reduce the advertised discount if you're not financing through them. If you say you're financing, the dealer immediately starts calculating how much they can make on the back end through interest rate markups and finance products. They might agree to a lower price on the car because they're planning to overcharge you on the interest rate and sell you expensive add-ons in the finance office. According to lending experts, dealers who play these financing games can add thousands to the total cost through inflated interest rates, and under proposed regulations, they would have to disclose the full offering price that includes all costs except basic government fees. The smart approach is to get pre-approved for financing from your bank or credit union before you visit any dealership. Know exactly what interest rate you qualify for. Then negotiate the purchase price of the vehicle without mentioning how you're paying. Once the price is locked in, tell them you have outside financing and ask if they can beat your rate. If they can, great. If not, use your pre-approved loan. This way you maintain leverage throughout the entire process and can't be manipulated on price, trade-in value, or interest rate. Red flag number 1 and number 2. High-pressure tactics and yo-yo financing. Now let me share the 5 red flags that signal you're dealing with a shady dealership that will scam you if given the chance. Red flag number 1 is high-pressure tactics and urgency manipulation. According to multiple consumer protection sources, high-pressure tactics and refusing to share vehicle history reports are the biggest red flags in used car dealerships. If a salesperson is avoiding your direct questions or constantly changing details about the car, that's a warning sign, and if someone is pushing you to act fast or skip normal steps, it is a major red flag that you could be dealing with a scammer. Scammers often push for a quick sale to prevent you from doing your due diligence, so take your time, ask questions, and be wary of sellers who seem overly eager to close the deal. The tactics include limited-time offers that expire today, claims that multiple other buyers are interested in the same car, pressure to make a decision before leaving the lot, and resistance when you ask to take the car to your own mechanic. A reputable dealer will respect your need to read and understand the terms and will never pressure you to skip important steps like getting a pre-purchase inspection. Red flag number 2 is yo-yo financing, also called spot delivery. This is one of the most devastating scams dealers use. In a yo-yo financing scam, you agree to a deal and drive off with the car. Days or even weeks later, the dealer calls and says your financing fell through and tries to get you to agree to a more expensive loan with worse terms. If you don't agree, they demand you return the vehicle. The problem is you've already registered the car, told your insurance company, maybe even traded in your old vehicle, so you're stuck. The dealer uses this leverage to force you into a loan with a higher interest rate or additional fees. Lending experts warn to never drive off the lot until your loan is finalized in writing, make sure the financing terms are locked in and signed by both parties, and avoid dealerships that don't clearly explain whether the loan is final or still pending. This scam is particularly cruel because by the time you realize what happened, you're emotionally attached to the car and practically can't walk away. Red flag number 3 and number 4. Hidden fees and refusing vehicle history. Red flag number 3 is hidden fees and junk add-ons. One of the deceitful tactics widely practiced by devious car dealers is dealer add-ons, which aim at maximizing their profit, and these dealer add-ons are bloated well above their actual cost. Common junk fees include nitrogen-filled tires for $500 when nitrogen costs pennies, paint protection or fabric protection already applied that you never requested, dealer prep fees for services that should be included in the advertised price, and market adjustment fees that are pure profit with no justification. According to the proposed CARS regulations, with the rule in place, dealers would have to get explicit consent for every single charge and could not sneak anything in without your knowledge and approval, plus you would have the right to refuse any add-ons you did not want. The way to protect yourself is to always request an itemized list of all fees before you agree to purchase. Question every fee that's not a government-required charge like sales tax or registration. If the dealer can't or won't explain a fee in plain English, refuse to pay it. Many of these fees are completely negotiable despite what the salesperson claims. Red flag number 4 is refusing to provide or hiding vehicle history information. A vehicle history report is one of the most important tools for spotting red flags during the car buying process, and if a seller is hesitant to share the car's history or if the information they provide seems incomplete, it could point to hidden problems or even car buying scams. Warning signs include no vehicle history report when a seller should easily provide a full report from a service like Carfax or AutoCheck, gaps in ownership records where missing time periods could mean title washing or that the car has been moved between states to hide its past, mileage that doesn't align with the car's condition like excessive wear on the steering wheel or pedals, and resistance to letting you take the car to your own mechanic for inspection. If a dealer won't provide a complete vehicle history or tries to prevent you from getting an independent inspection, walk away immediately. Red flag number 5, bait and switch on price and inventory. Red flag number 5 is the bait and switch scam on pricing and inventory. This is one of the most common and frustrating scams in the car business. Here's how it works. The dealer advertises a specific car at an incredibly attractive price to get you in the door. When you arrive and say you want that car, suddenly it's sold, it was sold this morning, or there's some other reason it's unavailable. But conveniently, they have another similar vehicle available for several $1,000s more. According to the proposed CARS regulations, under the rule, this bait and switch on pricing, discounts, rebates, and inventory would be 100% illegal, and dealers could not falsely advertise to pull one over on you. Another version of this scam involves advertising low monthly payments or interest rates, but when you qualify for financing, the dealer claims those rates were only for customers with perfect credit scores of 800+, or they apply so many restrictions that almost no one actually qualifies. In a bait and switch scam, the dealer advertises a low interest rate or monthly payment but switches the terms once you're at the dealership, claiming you don't qualify for the advertised deal, and they may then try to steer you toward a more expensive vehicle or loan. How to avoid it is get pre-approved with a bank or credit union so you know what terms you qualify for before you even step foot on the lot. Be skeptical of deals that sound too good to be true, and always read the fine print before signing anything. If you show up for an advertised car and it's suddenly unavailable, thank them for their time and leave immediately. Don't let them show you alternatives. That's exactly what they wanted all along. The advertised car probably never existed or was already sold before the ad even ran. The entire purpose was to get you physically into the dealership where they could pressure you into a different purchase. The magic phrases and final protection strategy. Now let me give you the exact phrases and strategy that will protect you from every scam I've mentioned. First, before you even contact a dealership, do your homework. Research the fair market value of the specific car you want using Kelley Blue Book, Edmunds, and TrueCar. Get pre-approved for financing from your bank or credit union so you know your real interest rate. If you have a trade-in, get appraisals from CarMax, Carvana, and at least one local dealer. Armed with this information, you can't be manipulated. Second, when you contact the dealership, use email or text instead of visiting in person initially. This removes the pressure tactics and creates a paper trail. Send this message to multiple dealers. I'm interested in purchasing a 2024 Honda Accord EXL. Please provide your best out-the-door price in writing, including all fees except government charges. I'm contacting multiple dealers and will purchase from whoever offers the best price. I will not discuss monthly payments, trade-ins, or financing until we agree on price. The dealers who refuse to give you a written price are telling you they plan to use manipulation tactics in person. The ones who respond with a clear price are playing fair. Third, when you visit the dealership, use these magic phrases. When asked about monthly budget, I'm negotiating on total price, not monthly payment. When asked about a trade-in, I'll discuss that after we agree on the price of this car. When asked about financing, I have pre-approved financing, but I'll consider your offers after we lock in the price. When pressured to make a quick decision, I'm taking time to review everything, and if that's a problem, I'll go elsewhere. The phrase that makes dealers panic most is, I'm willing to buy today if the numbers work, but I'm also prepared to walk away. I have other dealers offering better deals. This shows you're serious but not desperate. Fourth, never sign anything until you've read every word of the contract. Take a photo of each page with your phone before signing. If they rush you or won't let you read carefully, that's your signal to leave. According to consumer advocates, you should take your time and don't let anyone rush you, and if you feel pressured, walk away. Finally, if you spot any of the 5 red flags I mentioned, leave immediately. Don't try to negotiate with scammers. Don't think you can outsmart them. Just leave. There are hundreds of dealerships and millions of cars. You don't need to do business with anyone who uses deceptive practices. Remember, car buying should not feel like walking through a minefield of shady sales tactics. By refusing to answer the manipulative questions, recognizing the red flags, and using the strategies I've given you, you'll save thousands of dollars and drive away with a fair deal.